Hey, welcome to part 2. Ugh. Bro, it's tough getting up and down. Okay, 29. So, we need to distribute this to every number in there. So, you're going to have u to the -2 times that 1 on the outside. V, it already has a 2, times that -1 on the outside. Okay, so you got u, what is -2 times -1? Okay, what's a negative times a negative? It's a positive. 2 times 1 is 2. And then for the v, you're going to have 2 times -1. It's going to be -2. Okay, do we have any negatives? Yeah, we got some negative exponents, and so we need to move those. So, draw yourself a little fraction bar. Where does that u to the 2 need to go? It's positive, so it stays on top. What about v to the -2? It's negative, so it's got to go on bottom, and it becomes a positive. And we're done. Okay, division. Same thing. The first 4 are just numbers. Okay? And so we keep the big, subtract the littles. Okay? And it's always top minus the bottom. Okay? And almost all of the number ones, just numbers, you always keep the big number. So we keep the big, which is going to be 2. And we say the top, which is -4, minus the bottom, which is 3. Okay? We always do this top one minus this bottom one. Every single time. Okay? So -4 minus 3 is going to be -7. Okay, and what do we do with negatives? We gotta get moved. So you're gonna have 2 to the 7. And what do we put on top? A 1. Okay, 33. We always keep the big. And we say the top minus the bottom. So -1 minus 4. Okay, well, -1 minus 4 is going to be 3 to the -5. Okay, where do negatives go? On the bottom. So 3 to the 5. And what do we put on top? If there's nothing on top, what do we put? A 1. Good job, guys. Okay, 35. These are where you're going to... and these are the other ones, so like most of the other stuff you guys got all right, but the last page that we did, you guys kind of struggle. Let me turn the dang pen off. You guys kind of struggle on these bottom ones for the power rule, and the bottom ones on the division rule, okay? So make sure that you are practicing those ones first, okay? Alright, so we're going to draw our fraction bars always, and we always fill in the big numbers. Okay, well the only big number I got is a 2. Every time on the top is where we do the variables, and in this case it's a v. Okay, and then we still do top minus bottom, so it's going to be 0 minus -1. Okay, well what's a minus minus? Plus. Okay, and so draw your fraction bar, you're going to have 2v. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, and there's no negatives, there's no zeros, so we're done. Okay, look at 37. Draw your fraction bar. We always fill in the bigs. Okay, we always do our letters on top. So you got N, and we say top minus bottom. So 3 minus -3. Okay, what's a minus minus? Plus. Okay, so n, you're going to have 4 to the n. What is 3 plus 3? 6. Okay, and what can you put on the bottom? If there's nothing on the bottom, what can you put? Yeah, you could either put a 1, or you can just leave it like this. Either one of these are fine. Okay, but this up here, and on me, I'm saying it like you can see. This up here is not, we don't leave it with nothing on the bottom, okay? So, and it's just like, you ever heard a teacher and they're like, ain't a word. Okay? It's because it's like, what do you want to say? Like maybe politically incorrect. So we don't actually leave something like that. Okay? It looks funky and it's just not proper. There we go, proper English. It's just not proper mathematics. So either put the 1 on the bottom or leave it like that. However, I wouldn't count you wrong because I know what you mean, but you need to start doing it right. And you want to look intelligent, okay? And that looks very unintelligent to leave it like that. Sorry, I've been making quite a few videos. All right, draw your fraction bar and fill in your bigs. So we get a 2 and a 2. Okay, and then we do our variables. So you're going to say, and I'm going to do the variables in this case a different color. Let's do blue. So I do m, I have m's, and right here, there's really an m to the 1. Okay, and so we're going to subtract these. So you got this one minus this one. So m to the 1 minus 4. And then we have n's. So we got n to the negative 1 minus negative 3. Negative 1 minus negative 3. Let me extend this out a little bit. Okay, so what's a minus minus? It's a plus. So right here, there should be a plus. All right, so go to the next line, and draw your line, and you fill in your bigs. What is 1 plus, or 1 minus 4? It's going to be negative 3. And what is negative 1 plus 3? It's going to be 2. Okay, do we have any negatives or zeros? Yeah, we do. And so we got draw and fill in your bigs. Where does that m to the negative 3 need to go? The bottom. Good. N squared. Top. Good. You know I'm saying good because I can totally hear you guys. Bottom. Top. I know. I know you're doing it. I know. All right. That's all she wrote for this review. Go through. Please try to do the last 2 pages first. Okay? I know that they're the most frustrating. And I'm not encouraging you to use photomath by any means. I did leave the answer keys there, though, so if you want to see if something's right, feel free to check it. Okay, they're in a red folder on my desk. But if you need to use photomath to check your work, there's a big difference between that. But photomath does not always do it correctly, so keep that in mind when you're using that. Or you can always send me a picture on Canvas and say, hey, is this right? If some of you guys are really struggling, I will gladly Zoom you during 4th period if you need to ask me some questions or something. Turn in your papers, whether they're done or not, okay? If you are really short and you want to come and get it during 7th period, during your development, come pick it up out the box, and or it'll be in that blue packet where I put all my papers to pass back. You'd have to ask Rhonda where she put it, but and you can take that downstairs and finish it, and then either put it in Harris's yellow slot for me to pick up, or bring it back up and put it in the yellow box. Do not take it home. You will lose it, and I will make you do the entire sheet again. Okay, so make sure that you don't take that home. Some of you guys are going to finish early. Go through and make sure you got at least my e-learning done, but go through and start on some other people's too, okay? And then after that, sleep, be quiet, whatever, okay? Mr. Moss, you better be working. Get your sheet done, for real. And I will see you guys soon.